Guys, welcome back again to another video that you guys are expecting or thinking about. Permit me to maintain some freshness. Thank you very much. So guys, in today's video I'm going to be talking about how to japa with HND, right? So the thing is, there are actually several ways for you to japa with HND, and there are several countries and all of that. So this one is going to be according to my research, according to my experience, and every other thing like that. So if you currently hold an HND, if you currently hold a HND degree and you actually plan to japa, these are the options that I have for you, right? The first one is top-up degree, and most times HND degree, the one that I know about that is very rampant, is from Nigeria, higher national diploma. So I actually presume majority of you that will be watching me, they're actually going to be from they're going to be Nigerians. But if you are actually not a Nigerian and you actually have higher national diploma, whatever I say in this video, you just try and do the equivalency in your own country, right? So if you currently have a HND, right, sometimes there can be limitations to you japa, right? There are so many countries with good prospects, but then what can be holding you back is your higher national diploma. So I have one small good news for you. So in as much as some of you, if I say it, some of you be like, maybe I cannot do it or this thing. To be genuinely honest with you guys, in as much as we have countries that can accept you to HND degree, but sometimes it might not be direct, or even if it's direct, it might be expensive, or even if it's direct, you have to have a number of work experience, or you'll be limited to certain courses, or this, it should be something. So that's why I thought that instead of applying to countries as a direct HND, right, why not apply as a BSc holder? But then how would you apply as a BSc holder when you don't have a BSc? I'm like, okay, let's look for a way you guys can actually convert your HND to BSc in the cheapest way, the cheapest form as you can, right? So that's how I dive into research, and I started looking for universities, tuition fee, and all of those things. So it actually appealed to me that in Nigeria you can actually do top-up BSc. I don't know if most of you know, or if you don't know, because the HND, that's the typical traditional HND that we actually know then, is you using your going through the normal masters, using your HND to enter university. You start from like 200 level, and then you do 200, 300, 400, then 500, depending on the course, depending on the university and all of that. But this me telling you guys that there are a lot of top-up BSc universities in Nigeria that you can finish in 1 year. There are some 2 years, and the maximum I've seen is 3 years, and these 3 years is limited to courses like agriculture, engineering, and it's particular to a particular university. That's 4 year Ekiti. So if you don't want to spend a number of years in the university, right, of course you are going to afford that. So in this particular video, I'm going to be telling you guys list of universities in Nigeria that actually offer top-up BSc. So these universities in Nigeria try to cut across different cities, different states in Nigeria, so that anywhere you find yourself, you'll be able to do it. And the good thing about this top-up is some of these universities as well, they offer it as distance learning. So even if you prefer a particular university, maybe because it's affordable or this thing, right, and you don't want to move, you can actually do distance learning, right? Or maybe if they don't have your course, you can do the distance learning option. Majority of you have been on this japa journey for the past 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Is it that 1 year or 2 year where they use, okay, my japa, you would have used to complete your top-up BSc? Let's say you even want to go to UK, because okay, UK is one of those countries that actually accept direct masters, right? Even in your processing of UK, to take you up to 6 months. If you start 6 months and start your BSc, you go down finish 1 semester, depending. And now for anybody that has HND and wants to go to UK, to be, because it's easier for them to go to UK. Don't be say you come from their mind. So sometimes you don't have to settle for your country just because that's the only country that accepts you just the way you are. Sometimes at the long run you might end up regretting it. So if you know this is the country that you want, this is the course that you want, right, but then your HND will be a limitation, just close your eyes. 1 year before you know, is already over. You don't do your top-up. When did we enter this year now? 2025, we don't day half of the year. Before you open your eyes now, we don't say Happy New Year again. So it just used to look like it's a whole lot of time. But sometimes when you actually put in the work, you're going to say you don't pass that phase, right? And then moving on to the next phase. And then, of course, you know you've been more versatile now to actually apply to other countries. Instead of you being restricted to countries, to course, you know, and all of those things. So me making this video is not in any way to tell you there are not countries that will accept you. There are countries, there are a lot of countries that will accept you and universities that will accept you. And I feel like I've made those videos in the past. If not, I created a special playlist for HND holders, right? You can click the link in my description box. You see all playlists, you see HND or third class, or this is, so this one too is applied to third class. So even if you have third class and no university abroad is accepting you, you can actually top up your BSc. So for most schools that I saw for third class, instead of 1 year for HND top up to BSc, for third class it has to be 2 years, right? Like that. So, and another thing again, another benefit of you topping up your HND is because it will give you opportunity to actually apply for your for scholarship. Most scholarship actually requires minimum of bachelor's. So imagine you going to the UK just because you don't want to spend 1 year and top up your BSc, and then you, instead of it to have gone to this country, imagine this type of scholarship, Erasmus Mundus, I don't know how they used to pronounce it, I'll type it on the screen, that gives 100% scholarship for tuition fee, flights, living expenses, everything. But then minimum requirement is bachelor's. So you now say because of just 1 year where you know if you pay, you want to go UK, go pay money from your pocket. Check on now. Check them. And the funny thing is, most of these European countries, some of them have a restriction with HND, but when you have your BSc, it gives you overhead for so many things. So why not just give it a shot? It's just 1 year. And another thing is, there are some universities or countries that they actually accept you HND, but with time they start changing their rules, they start changing their policy. So why do you want to be caught in that type of variable environment or this thing like that, right? So I just advise, according to my research and experience, I just feel like it's just better that you top up. And you guys know from the inception of my video, me, I don't have a degree yet, but me, I always encourage people to actually go for degree. That why they have to go for anything lesser when you can just go for degree instead. So now I'm just going to be telling you guys list of countries, sorry, list of universities in list of universities in Nigeria that actually offers top up BSc for as low as 1 year, and then we have 2 years, we have 3 years. So even if you're applying, like I said, make sure you pay attention. Don't just assume every school is 1 year, but majorly there's 1 year, but then there are some schools that is 2 or 3 years, right? So if you know you are HND holder, or you are a third class holder, or you just have pass, so 3 category, HND, third class, or pass, and you actually want to upgrade your qualifications to full bachelor degree, right? These are the universities in Nigeria that actually offer these programs, right? So usually, like I said, it actually takes just 2 semesters, and that's 1 academic session. And this one is for people that they have third class or HND. So if you are a Nigerian, or you don't have to be a Nigerian because Nigeria has an international student, of course. So if you have third class, and or if you have third class, like I said, this video is for 3 set of people.